Hi everyone, Agnes here. Welcome to the live. And today I am going to start off while you're all hopping on to read a wonderful story from Florence Scovel Shinn's book, The Game of Life. Now this is 4 books in one, and since many of you come to the Q&As and the topic is relationships today, what I'm going to read is a love relationship story. And then I will go into the Q&A when there's more of you on here. Now, real love is selfless and free from fear. It pours itself out upon the object of its affection without demanding anything in return. Its joy is in the joy of giving. Love is God in manifestation and the strongest magnetic force in the universe. Pure, unselfish love draws to itself its own. It does not need to seek or demand. Scarcely anyone has the faintest conception of real love. Man is selfish, tyrannical, or fearful in his affections, thereby losing the thing he loves. Jealousy is the worst enemy of love, for the imagination runs riot, seeing the loved one attracted to another. And invariably, these fears objectify if they are not neutralized. For example, a woman came to me in deep distress. The man she loved had left her for other women, and he said he never intended to marry her. She was torn with jealousy and resentment and said she hoped he would suffer, and as he had made her suffer, and added, "How could he leave me when I loved him so much?" I replied, "You are not loving that man, you are hating him," and added, "You can never receive what you have never given. Give a perfect love and you will receive a perfect love. Perfect yourself on this man. Give him a perfect, unselfish love, demanding nothing in return, and do not criticize or condemn. And bless him wherever he is." She replied, "No, I won't bless him unless I know where he is." She replied, "No. Well, that is not real love. When you send out real love will return to you either from this man or his equivalent. For if this man is not the divine selection, you will not want him, as you are one with God and you are one with the love which belongs to you by divine right." Now, just to be clear, Florence wasn't into the specific person topic like Neville was, so just remember that as I am reading this story. Several months passed and matters remained about the same, but she was working conscientiously with herself, and I said, "When you are no longer disturbed by his cruelty, he will cease to be cruel, as you are attracting it through your own emotions." Then I told her of a brotherhood in India who never said good morning to each other. They used these words: "I salute the divinity in you." They saluted the divinity in every man and in the wild animals in the jungle, and they were never harmed, for they saw only God in every living thing. I said, "Salute the divinity in this man and say, I see your divine self only. I see you as God sees you, perfect, made in his image and likeness." She found she was becoming more poised and gradually losing her resentment. He was a captain and she always called him the Cap. One day she said suddenly, "God bless the Cap wherever he is." I replied, "Now that is real love. And when you have become a complete circle and you are no longer disturbed by the situation, you will have his love or attract its equivalent." I was moving at this time and I did not have a telephone, so I was out of touch with her for a few weeks when one morning I received a letter saying, "We are married." At the earliest opportunity, I paid her a call. My first words were, "What happened?" "Oh," she exclaimed, "a miracle. One day I woke up and all the suffering had ceased. I saw him that evening and he asked me to marry him. We were married in about a week and I have never seen a more devoted man." There's an old saying, no man is your enemy, no man is your friend. Every man is your teacher. So one should become impersonal and learn what each man has to teach him, and soon would learn his lessons and be free. The woman's lover was teaching her selfless love, which every man sooner or later must learn. So, thank you, Florence. A wonderful story that I think has a very good lesson in it for all of us. And it is something that we must all learn. So, I am ready for your questions now, everyone. If you want to start putting things in the chat, and just feel free to ask anything for the Q&A today. Hopefully I've got the settings right and that you can actually ask the questions. So, what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on Florence and the story? The story. I might have done something to the chat here, because normally you guys are asking questions. So let me see what I've done. Mhm. Bear with me, everybody. If you can actually ask a question, go ahead. And if you can't, I will look at what is going on in the settings to see if I have done something to upset this little live today. So, hmm. Hmm. Maybe you are trying to ask a question and I can't see it because I have done something. I'm going to go look in the settings. So give me one sec. Mhm. Yeah. What I'm going to do, everyone, I'm going to log out and I'm going to come back in because I might have done something. Normally, you guys are up in the chat by now and I can't even see the chat. So let me log out and I will come back in.